a Missouri man will spend the rest of his days behind bars for fatally shooting his wife and parents in 2021 because his upset his in-laws refused to leave his home. 50-year-old Jesse Huey was sentenced on Friday to 3 life terms with no parole for murder and 9 years for armed criminal action. In October last year, he pled guilty to killing his wife, 48-year-old Tanya Huey, and apparent 71-year-old Ronald Kohler and 78-year-old Linda Kohler of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, on the evening of the 20th of March 2021. Tanya's parents were visiting his home, located at 4486 North Farm Road 249 in Stratford, to help their daughter recover after she had back surgery. Jesse contacted 911 to report that he killed 3 family members by shooting them in the head as they sat at the kitchen table. He then said he shot his wife because she sided with her parents. He shot them all in the head again, just to make sure they were all dead. When a dispatcher asked why he did it, Jesse replied, "Well, they wouldn't leave. I've been waiting for a week for them to leave. I've had enough. I felt intruded on. I felt disrespected. I went outside, got my gun and shot all 3 victims in under 1 minute. He said he never wanted to do this, but he felt like he was being pushed and wanted them to leave. He told the dispatcher that he would not resist deputies when they come to arrest him. When deputies arrived, they took Jesse into custody without incident. They then went inside the residence and located the 3 deceased victims. The handgun used in the shooting was found in Jesse's truck. A 14-year-old girl is accused of fatally shooting an 11-year-old boy during an argument with another teenage girl. The incident occurred at around 2 p.m. on Sunday the 15th of January at the parking lot of an apartment complex located at 3303 Southern Oaks Boulevard in Dallas, Texas. According to authorities, 2 juvenile girls were fighting in the parking lot, and one of the girls, a 14-year-old, retrieved a handgun and shot in the direction of the female she was fighting, but the bullet ended up striking an 11-year-old boy, identified as De'Evan McFall, who was a bystander. First responders arrived and found the unresponsive boy laying in the parking lot in a pool of blood. He was rushed to a hospital where he was pronounced dead. The 14-year-old girl ran from the scene of the shooting and was later taken into custody at a nearby apartment complex, and the gun was recovered. She's held at the Henry Wade Juvenile Justice Center and is charged with murder. De'Evan's mother said her son was naturally athletic, very talented. He loved to make people smile. He was a good child. Family and friends said that the 3 juveniles involved in the incident were close and knew each other well, and what happened is just terrible. Neighbor Aisha Oliver said the shooting should never have happened, and the teen should not have had access to a gun. For the gun to be so visible and open to where she just grabbed it, I mean, it's horrible, you know. If you did have a gun in your car, why not have it locked away, she said. The investigation into the matter continues. 35-year-old Eric LaMountain of Texas is behind bars after allegedly fatally shooting his ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend, 37-year-old Gavin Wood. At 3:29 p.m. on Tuesday, the 10th of January, authorities responded to a shooting in the 1400 block of South Meadows Drive in Austin. When officers arrived, they found Gavin on the sidewalk with a gunshot wound to his chest. Medics arrived shortly thereafter, but were unable to save him and he died at the scene. Eric, who was identified as a suspect, had fled the scene after the incident. However, they located him in less than an hour in the 8500 block of South Interstate 35 and took him into custody. He's charged with first-degree murder. Eric's ex-girlfriend told investigators that Eric learnt about her relationship with Gavin at the end of December, when she was still with Eric, and that he used a location-sharing app to find out that she was at Gavin's house. She admitted to cheating on Eric and broke up with him on the 8th of January. On the 10th of January, she was at Gavin's house when she received a text from Eric saying, "I told you what I'll do if you ever cheated on me, and I still have his address." When she asked if he would kill her, he responded, "Not you." He then sent her a picture of a gun and a screenshot of a ride-sharing app showing he was headed to Gavin's house. She warned Gavin about the messages, but he said he did not believe Eric was a threat and insisted that she returns home. When she was headed for home, she received a call from Eric saying he shot Gavin and believed that he was dead. She said that she then called police, which led to Eric's arrest. After his arrest, Eric told investigators that Gavin was standing in his front yard when he hit him in the head with a gun. Gavin turned to run away when he fired shots at him until his gun was empty. He considered reloading his firearm, choosing instead to flee the area. Eric is held at the Travis County Jail on a $1 million bond. Gavin is survived by his 6-year-old son. He was described by family and friends as someone who had a way of making everyone feel special. His friend Erica Moreno said he was a no-nonsense type of man who'd always make you laugh on your worst days, and even on his worst days he'll still give you a big smile and made you feel welcome. He was just a joy to be around, and someone you'd be proud to consider a friend. Gavin was an incredible provider for his family. He worked hard to make sure his loved ones always had what they needed. 2 people behind bars in connection with the deaths of a man and a teenage boy in Llano County, Texas early Saturday morning. At 4:49 a.m. on the 14th of January, the Llano County Sheriff's Office received a 911 call regarding multiple gunshot victims in the 100 block of Airport Road in Toe, Texas. Once on scene, deputies discovered a man and a teenage boy laying in the driveway of a family home with gunshot wounds. The 2 victims, identified as 38-year-old Preston Wesling and 14-year-old Evan Wesling, died at the scene. On the morning of Monday, the 16th of January, deputies with the Guadalupe County Sheriff's Office, the Texas Rangers, and Texas Department of Public Safety troopers arrested suspects 19-year-old Carla Allen and 19-year-old Jordan Estranda, held at the Guadalupe County Jail, and are each charged with capital murder. Howard Wesling Sr., Preston's father and Evan's grandfather, said he knows one of the suspects and thought he and his grandson were friends. "I didn't know this kid was an enemy," he said. "He was my grandson's friend. I don't know how to understand it." The motive in the attack is unknown, as the investigation into the matter continues.